Good afternoon, friends. You give your best performance. Perform well, and hope it gets you noticed. But while good performance is important and critical to advancing in your career, unfortunately, it's not always enough. So, therefore, today I shall be talking on ways to stand out from the crowd. Many of your peers are doing great work as well. You have to do have be something more than that to stand out from the crowd. You have to do certain. You want to be an extraordinary, my friends. You have to do something extra what the ordinary people do. How do you make sure that people remember you? How do you make a solid, lasting impression? What makes you different, and how can you stand out from all the rest? A massive difference is not required, but a noticeable ones are needed. Often the simplest differentiation can be the key to establish your brilliance and get you noticed in the crowd. In this, I say the first and foremost, be disciplined. Most people they work on impulse, and most passionate people live by feelings. But those who understand and practice the art of discipline can channel those impulses into something of substance. Be disciplined always and every time. Know yourself. Get the feedback from others, and learn as much as you can about how you come across. Then you can actually accurately target how you appear in a crowd and what you need to work on to look even better. Be conscious. Showing up consciously means always being on time, honoring your commitments, and being prepared for the occasion. Nothing is more powerful than the individual acting out as a well-developed conscious person. Practice the art of listening. It's very important. If you want to get noticed, learn to remain quiet and give a patient hearing to the people you are talking to. Listen very carefully and truly listen. Don't feign listening. Work towards a deep understanding and hear what's being said beyond the words. Learn to read between the lines. You will stand out in any situation if you become a person who listens from the heart. My friends, cultivate emotional intelligence. Too many otherwise smart people don't know how to manage their emotions or relate others well. Emotional intelligence attracts people who are looking to connect with someone who has their act together and who is competent and who is capable. Be responsible, I say. Be the kind of person who responds and reminders to follow through. Most people drop the ball and don't follow up. Respond to calls, emails, requests and inquiries as soon as you can whenever you have time. But do respond. You will stand out as a person who respects others and is accountable. Always I tell people, lead with excellence. Let people know what quality is a core value of yours. That everything that you do, always do with excellence. Leading with excellence prepares you to deliver high quality work and make you stand out as a performer, as a professional. Know your motives very clearly. What do you do? What you do? Why do you do what you do? How well do you know your purpose? All wise. Knowing your motivation helps you to keep going and makes you easy for others to relate to. Take yourself seriously always. Being an entrepreneur, being a leader, being a manager, the office worker, some business person, it all requires that you become master at your craft. It means being competent at the things you do, constant honing and developing your skill in every way possible. Reading, meeting competent people, listening to wiser people will make you easy for others to relate to. Always, I say always be of service. Being useful, being helpful is an important aspect of making a great impression. Show up with the spirit of empathy and something to give. An attitude of service makes people interested in what you have to offer. If you are not good to the anyone, people will not be associated with you any longer. Forget about even noticing. Don't make everything about you. Few things are more boring than a self-centered person. If I'm talking all the time about myself, be sure that I am the one who is generating boredom. So when you meet someone, make the conversation about them, not about you. Be interested and engaged. Ask questions and listen very, very carefully about each and every word they say. Equally important, I say, if you want to be noticed in the crowd, stand out in the crowd, is to be kind to everyone. Lots of people are only nice to those who can do something for them. Stand out by treating everyone as important and interesting, even those who can do nothing for you in return. That's more important. My friends, be prepared. When an opportunity turns up, the person who's ready and able to do, able to be a part, whatever needs to be done, whatever needs to happen will always stand out because he is of utility everywhere. Be a master collaborator. Be a great team player. Make others look good and sound good. When you collaborate well, people remember you how to you made them feel, and when people feel good around you, you stand out. My friends, learn to love yourself if you want to stand out from the crowd. It has nothing to do with ego, but a confidence within you that elevates your relationship with everything else. You will stand out by being modest but happy with who you are. Be inspirational. A passion for life attracts others to you. To stand out and inspire others, you first must be inspirational. Make your life your message, my friends. If you want to stand out from the crowd, make your life your message. Make sure that everything you do, how you show up, how you act, what you say, what you do is a reflection of what you are. So your character and your spirit are consistent across every situation. You are predictable. Great things can happen, my friend, when you set yourself to be noticed in the right ways. Practice what I have said, and you will surely stand out in the crowd, but probably your reputation travels beyond it. You can do all kinds of things to be noticed, but many of them don't make a lasting impression. What if instead you could stand out in a crowded field of professionals and be noticed as a real leader? That's what matters. I'd say entire talk in a very crystal form, just four bullet points. I would say, take time to do little things right. 1. Find alternatives to profanity. Avoid obscene conversation, obscene expressions, indecent behavior. Find an alternative. There are. Remember things that most other people commonly forget. Learn to live below your means. Make decisions based on logic and reason, and instead of emotions and dogma, my friends, you will be standing out in the crowd and will be noticed, accepted happily. Thank you very much.